Okay, on today's episode of Studio Knowledge, we have another hot topic, DAWs. Cue the intro. Okay, the gloves are coming off. Not from me, but from the majority of the musical community digital audio workstations. Which one should you use? Which one is the best? And again, much like what we talked about with computers, Mac versus Windows, the answer is yes. Use whatever is going to fit into your budget, to fit into the knowledge that you have, whatever you feel comfortable doing. If it's Pro Tools, great. If it's Reaper, great. Logic, Ableton, there's a lot of really good ones. Nuendo, Cubase, whatever works for you. Okay? I use Pro Tools as my main digital audio workstation. Why? It's because that's what I got certified in. That's what I've used the longest. Because I came from the analog world, I was right on the cusp. Because when I first heard about Pro Tools, I read about it in magazines. I heard bands were using Pro Tools. I remember going to Mars Music. That's how long ago it was. Mars Music, and seeing a Control 24, not knowing what it was. I saw the little emblem, like, oh, Pro Tools. It became this buzzword. But from the analog world, it helped me transition so much easier because it was set up. I connected the dots between how I could use my analog knowledge in the digital realm. So I use Pro Tools mainly. I do dabble in Logic, and I like using Ableton, especially if I'm doing something live, a live performance, I'm triggering sounds, stuff like that. And I even dabble in GarageBand, mainly because that's what my kids use. They have their iPads and they want to know how to use it, and so I want to be able to answer their questions, so I use that as well. But again, don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about what fits into your budget. What are you trying to accomplish? Yes, other ones, certain ones have their own strengths and weaknesses and whatnot. Find what works best for you, okay? The more comfortable you are with that, the more secure you're going to feel. And with whatever DAW you do choose, know it inside and out. There's a lot of tools. There's a lot of things where, again, I'm a Pro Tools guy. So when someone uses Pro Tools and they're like, they don't know the shortcuts. I try to keep my opinions to myself, but it kind of drives me nuts. And get to know your DAW, because there's a lot of really cool things that may help you along the way. Okay? DAWs. Do what works for you. Simple, right? All right. I hope this helps, and we'll talk again soon.